Good morning, what's going on? Beautiful day. Almost every day I would say, I get a message from someone here who has a brother or a friend or a partner or a parent who they want to change. And in many of the cases, it seems to me to be very sincere. And my brother has got this issue with his credit card and his debt and his income and he's miserable in his job and I really just wish he would do this so that he could not have to deal with that. And my parents are in the fuckery and I want them to do this. And I just know that their life would be so much better if they just did what I told them to do. And they really want to help. Most of the people, is my feeling, they really do want to help. But they get so frustrated that they're not being listened to, they're not being heard. So here's my view on it. Most people don't want to change as much as they say they do and as much as you think they should. People are where they are at for a reason and they might not even know it themselves. So my first rule on helping loved ones like this is never care about someone's situation more than they care about the situation themselves, or you'll frustrate yourself and you'll waste time and energy and money and resources and all the thing, and then you'll undermine the relationship. Rule number 2, you're not a prophet in your own home. Like I tell my masters, if you have a student that flies from the other side of the planet to hear your message and to get your wisdom, they're going to be your best students because they really want it. If you have a student who drives 2 hours to get your message, they're going to be pretty diligent students of yours. If you live under the same roof as one of your students, they're not going to take it very seriously. They don't want to hear your shit. And finally, if you share blood with one of your students, their family members, they're not your student. They think you're their student and they're wondering why you haven't got the fucking lesson yet. They don't want to hear your ideas. They don't care. And when you go and project onto your family members what you think they should or shouldn't be doing, guess what many of them think but often don't say? Fuck off, man. Why don't you love me for where I'm at and what I'm doing? And why are you projecting onto me that you want me to change? Which brings me to rule number 3, be the lighthouse, not the tugboat. You do you. You focus on you. Go and shine your light. Don't be pushing and prodding and tugging and all this kind of shit. And if they want it, they'll see your light and follow along. At which point you're going to have your mind blown because you can go for a decade crossing off goals like a fucking animal, empowering every area of your life, becoming a multimillionaire and creating multimillionaires. And your loved ones still won't do what you say. And then you'll really, truly, deeply realize that people don't want to change. People are where they are at for a reason. If they really wanted to change, they would already be doing it. The wheels would already be in motion without your help. And then when you see it, you release this idea of wanting to change them. And instead of saying you should be doing this, you just love them for where they're at and what they're doing and their path that they're on, the journey that they're on, the timeline that they're on. And when you love them for who they are, they become who you love. Your relationship will be stronger for it. You'll have more presence and love and gratitude and less emotion and less projection and less judgment. Your relationship's going to be empowered when you release this idea of wanting to change everyone.